So my name's James Knight and I've been in China for quite a long time now, and today I wanted to make a video explaining 5 things that you shouldn't do in China. Sometimes Chinese culture can be very different to Western culture, and I think if you knew these 5 things it might give you a heads up if you were coming to China. You know, maybe you're going to visit a Chinese family, or maybe you have some Chinese friends you want to come and see, then maybe these little tips could help your time in China be a little bit easier. So one superstition that they have in China that maybe you're not aware of is that during Chinese New Year you can't say the word death. In Chinese the word death is si, which is also the word for number 4. Even if you said the word in English, people might still get a little bit upset if you said it during Chinese New Year. You can imply the word death but never explicitly say the word death. For example, you could say someone passed away and that would be alright, but you can't say someone died. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a reason for why this superstition is the way it is. It's just a superstition that people believe in here. Another thing that you can't do in China is you can't put your chopsticks directly into a bowl of rice or noodles. The reason why you can't do that is because then it looks like a gravestone, which kind of gives people bad fortune. So if you're ever eating in a restaurant in China, never put your chopsticks directly into a bowl like that. It's considered rude. Another interesting thing about superstitions in China is that 8, 6 and 9 are lucky numbers. The reason why they're lucky numbers is because in Chinese they sound like other words that are kind of positive. For example, 6 is Leo in Chinese, and Leo also means smooth. Ba sounds like fa, which means fortune. So in China, people have the tendency to give each other gifts in the numbers 8, 6 or 9. Supermarkets, a lot of things will be priced at 8, 6 or 9. When you walk into a room to greet people, don't just wave at everyone and greet everyone at the same time. You have to go around each individual person and greet them individually. Kind of interesting thing that's different about Chinese culture, something I've been acutely unaware of until I found myself in a situation where I had maybe not upset people, but people didn't like the fact that I didn't greet them. I just walked in and greeted everyone. If you want some free advice, if you ever go and visit a Chinese family, or you're in a place where there's a lot of people that are quite traditional there, I would say that you should make sure that everyone that you meet, you greet individually. And the last thing that I think is something that you need to be aware of about Chinese culture, and that's that if you're a couple, people can be a little bit uncomfortable with the idea of you and your partner sharing the same bed. The only situation where it's really okay in China is if the woman is staying with the man's family and they're married, then they can share the same bed. If it's anything to do with the woman's family, anything to do with anyone who isn't the immediate family of the man, then you will probably be sleeping in separate beds The reason why they do this is because Chinese people believe that it's bad luck to have a couple sleeping in your house if it's not related directly to the man's family. So these are just some of the things that I've noticed you shouldn't do in China. And you know, this culture is so diverse that, you know, it could really range quite a lot depending on who you're visiting and where they're from in China. Like, I'm sure that in the north of China they have very different traditions to people in the south of China, and people in the west of China will have very different traditions to people in the east of China. And you know, I do know that there is some variations between the provinces too. As well, I would say that Chinese people are pretty open-minded people, and they'd be understanding of the fact that you're not from this country and you may not know what is right and isn't right to do here. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.